Hey everyone, it's BB94 here. This is a match of Rocket League in competitive doubles. I'm playing with my friend, Dat Area 51 Agent. He's also on YouTube, so I'm going to link him in my description of the video. But we're playing on Neo Tokyo, and this is a very interesting match that we were able to have. What ended up happening later on is the score was really well off from us. They were basically guaranteed the win with just about a minute left in the match, but we ended up forcing overtime, and you'll see just what ended up happening to make that come about. So, as you can kind of see here, I'm just going to be commentating over what's going on in the video. What happened here was this guy is really good at making aerial plays, and obviously these guys are very highly skilled. They know what they're doing on this map, and my friend and I really had quite a match against these guys. Again, they actually seem to be dominating us most of the match, and thankfully we ended up just sticking it out, and it paid off really well for us. It was a really good learning experience, helped us to kind of see what was wrong with our play style and what worked for their play style, what we did right, and what they could have done right too even. But I want to talk about some things that how I play Rocket League, how my friend plays it, what we see a lot, especially in this match. These guys are very positionally aware. They were really able to set each other up quite a number of times for at least a good chance at a goal, and sometimes it definitely led to some goals too. But my play style is very aggressive. I usually just try to rush to the ball like you're seeing here. If I ever get a chance for an aerial that I'm pretty confident that I'll be the first one there, that I can set it up in a good place, and that I won't be out of position if I mess up, I'll usually take that aerial right away. I don't like to sit around kind of waiting and calculating. I kind of just, decide to go in there. But what's interesting is my friend's in a lot of ways the opposite. He's more of a last resort type player, so usually what you'll see going on in our matches in competitive is I usually rush the ball, set him up. If I happen to miss the ball, he's the last resort. If they get a good rush, he's prepared to kind of just play the defense for us while I'm either getting back or getting boost. And it works out really well a few times in this match. We were able to have some good plays go on that really helped us out a lot. But again, you can see here that these guys are very, they're not really predictable, but they're consistent. They really know how to set each other up with passes. This guy set the pass in the perfect place for this guy to receive it, and ended up giving them the goal. So it caught us off guard there. A few times they got some good rush goals on us, but you'll see in this video that most of the time they have a lot more chances than we did, but we seem to capitalize on a lot of our chances that they didn't. Right here I kind of messed up and I gave them some chances to get some shots and some clears in, but I'm pretty good at anticipating what people want to do with the ball, so I was able to actually block it a few times, including that one there, and ended up working out really well for us because we got a pretty good rush out of those chances, and ended up getting a goal right here. So scores 2-4 now instead of 4-1. So, there's a chance that we can catch up. 3 minutes left, plenty of time to, turn the game around. So that's our goal right now. That's our mindset. When it was 4-1, we were thinking maybe we should just forfeit, but it's good to stick these things out because you never know. You might catch them off guard. You might even catch yourself off guard. You might be surprised at what you're actually capable of if you keep trying. And so, again, they're really putting the pressure up. What they're doing wrong here, though, is they're both kind of going after the ball at the same time. They're both in the same position. And, it's good if they're hitting the ball, as you can see there, but, I was able to get back to save it because I know where both of them were. Obviously, with the amount of pressure they were putting on the net, it ended up working out for him, but this guy barely got the ball through. So one thing that my friend and I like to do is I'll usually just go up the side wall, especially on this map. You go on the raised platforms on the side, set the ball up across and over the net, and then as it drops in front of the net, the other guy can just go in. And you can see there, the guy was positioned really well for my attempted setup there. He anticipated exactly where I was going to pass the ball, and again, led to a goal. So yeah, at this point, 6-2. Started to lose hope a little bit, gonna be honest, but again, you never know what's gonna happen in competitive. People you know, have turned games around from 4-goal deficits, a lot of times from 2 or 3-goal deficits, and you know, having a 1-goal lead in a competitive match, even you know, even after the time's going, even after time's out, it doesn't mean a whole lot. People are really good at keeping the ball up in the air and getting another few chances even. But yeah, this guy tried to lob it over me, and luckily, again, my friend was playing last resort there. He was able to make the quick reaction save. He was, you know, it took him a little bit, but he was able to make the save that I couldn't, and that's what's so good about our play style. We're very complementary to each other. So again, I set it up here. My friend was right in position where I wanted him. He slammed the ball in before they had any chance of clearing it. And those are the kinds of plays that you see in competitive a lot. You know, you can't give the ball too much time to get cleared. Right as soon as it crosses that first post line, that's when you start rushing in at it. And it ended up paying off there. So it was really cool that we were able to, you know, start a little comeback possibly. You know, 1 minute and 30 seconds left. Only 3 goals down. You know, it gives you a little bit of confidence. The only problem here is I thought my friend was going to be able to clear it, and he was getting some lag, so there's a possibility that that's what happened there. You can even see the ball kind of nudge when he goes by it, but it kind of fooled me, and I actually hit it right in front of the net, which definitely is my fault. The best thing for me to probably do in that situation would be just to avoid hitting the ball, let them pass it in front, and then give myself some time to go up front. And so, yeah, we see here, you know, time's starting to wind down. Got to get some chances. Got to start coming back. We're 4 goals down again with, you know, just about a minute left in the game. But didn't want this to end up bouncing in front or even bouncing in off the ground. So I just clear it to the side. My friend's able to pressure him to make a mistake. I get it past the other guy. We get a good rush off of this. Guy ended up getting back for the save, but, you know, again, we try to get the setup going. And right here, it ends up paying off. Barely got it in under the crossbar, and you'll see in the replay that the guy actually ended up hitting it down toward my car, which made it so that I didn't just clear it over the net there. I might have just, you know, crossbarred it and it had gone out there. So again, it's good to just take a shot when you can. You never know if it's going to hit something and still go in, but if you don't take shots, if you just kind of sit there and wait for the ball to come to you at the perfect time, you're not going to get any opportunities. You got to kind of just, you know, work with what the game gives you. And again, there, my friend had a hard time getting boost. Those guys are really managing the boost very well. So he just passed it right to me as a last effort, and I was able to just get up to the ball and punch it in. So 5-7, 30 seconds left. We got to get every shot to count. We need goals here. So caught them off guard. There, nobody in front of the net. They tried to clear it out, and they just didn't do a good job at it. Didn't position themselves well there. That was one of the few times that they weren't in position, and they kind of started just losing it at the end. And so 20 seconds left, 1 goal down. Next shot we take needs to be a goal, and it is. So caught up from 3-7 with just about a minute on the clock for the game to expire. And again, just got to get the rush goal. If you see that they're not at the net, you need to take the chance that you get, because you never know if it's going to go in. You know, even if that guy did save it, it would have just probably dropped right in front of the net for a good rebound chance to finish off and bury it. So trying to get another chance on net here doesn't end up happening. Again, usually it's a good idea to keep the ball up in the air with time expired if you think it's a good chance for you and not a good chance for them. But as you saw there, they were clearing it out, so we just decided to just let it hit the ground, get overtime going, and we get a pretty good rush here. I tried to dribble it in. Wasn't really able to do it. I had a really wicked angle to work with in order to actually get it in front. So it's good to take a chance when you got it, though. You start to see here in overtime that our play strategy was a lot different. We started to just make sure the ball does not go deep into our end, because we don't need them taking shots from close. So our main objective there was just to keep the ball on their side, keep the pressure up. Don't give them any big chances, even blowing them up there as necessary. Fake this guy out here is pretty interesting. Got a pretty good chance in front there. That guy was ready with the save. But as you see, we just keep the ball in their end. My friend goes up, I go back to get boost, He's out of boost, so he comes back and I go up. It's good to rotate like that because you always have a guy moving up with boost, and that's how you play kind of more of a trap in your offense. Just keep the pressure up with the guy that has boost. Don't let him cross it over to your side for too long. And we ended up getting a pretty good rush here. Almost had the chance to finish it, and then that guy takes it away at the last second. Almost got a goal there. We were a little bit disappointed, if I'm being honest with myself here. That didn't end up going in, but you can't let things like that bother you. Just because you miss a chance like that, even though it may have been obvious that that should have gone in, you got to just keep moving forward because the game is still going. So again, we get another good chance here. That guy realizes the mistake he's making by sending it out in front, so he just clears it over my head. And as I was coming back, I see that they're getting a chance to develop. So I call it to my friend that he needs to make a save, and he just barely got it off the post in order to make the save there. So that was a really good play by him, and ends up leading to a really good rush here. Again, get the ball in front, try to take a shot, and then I wasn't able to complete it, but man, my friend jumped over myself, jumped over their guy, and then just forced it in off the second goalie, and it just crosses over the line. Really good speed and everything. So yeah, we caught up from a 4-goal deficit with less than a minute left in the match. So really good match. I love Rocket League competitive. I'm hoping to get champion rank this season, season 3, but until then, I'll see you guys next time.